All right. Hi, everybody. What? That's not where I want to go. Hi, everybody. What's up? We are... okay. I think, just for the sake of me being on the server I want to be on... Okay, so, master plan, since apparently, I mean, it's reset day, so it makes sense. Our friends who are not on Ether have not been able to get onto Ether, so I am gonna go ahead and data center travel over to Halicarnassus on Dynamis to ensure that everybody can make it who wants to help out. Because otherwise we're missing, like, a third of the people who want to help out. So, yeah, moving over to, well... moving over to Hallie now. Okay, we are on Dynamis. We're logging in. Oh, is my volume not good? What? This is how my mic has been for forever. Okay. Cora, are you sure you don't just need to up the volume? Am I getting one guide? Is this what being one guide feels like? Anyway, just gotta log in. Okay, Elsa, hey, Wander. Huh, weird. Anyway. Okay, we're gonna do Make It Rain after, because it sounds like there are some people who are only able to make it to help out with Raid if we get the ball rolling, like, right away. That's not where I wanted to go. I want to go to, where is it? Mordsuk? Mordsuk. Okay. We're doing Eden's Promise. So we're going to do at least the first two raids. So E9 and E10. Because usually what ends up happening is, A, we have some people who have, like, actual raid night obligations they gotta get to. Oh, it'd help if I... There we go. But yeah, we have some people who have to get to, like, actual raid statics. And then, there's some other stuff we can get done tonight, too, though. Because I want to get everything that's 4.5 related. Or, yeah, 4.4. Oh my god, 5.4. Mona says Mao. Oh, give her a boot for me. Is this okay? Empty Promise. Here we go. But yeah, just to make sure we can get as many people as possible involved, because we need at least 6 people to get this to do the thing. Yeah, we'll do this, and then we'll do Make It Rain campaign. Reminder to everybody who hasn't done it: the event ends like tomorrow morning, so if you haven't done it, you should get it done tonight. Anyway. Yellforge is so engrossed in the slip of paper in his hands that he barely notices your approach. Do try not to startle him. Wah! Damn, he's not startled. Shizune! So the rumors of your knack for being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time you all went to see how things are coming along. Though I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, fancy seeing you here. Shizune! We were just getting ready for another ride on the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? Yeah, sure. There was one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulmore has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So did I, but I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life it was I had in Yulmore. I understand. We'll find the answers, together, just like we do everything else. How are the coffee biscuits? know. They were delicious, as always. But I hear they're quite fattening, so we usually just buy one and have half each. And then you always get another one anyway. Yes, but we break that in half too, so it's fine. Then we may as well have one each to begin with. Honestly, Reen, I sometimes wonder if you've got biscuits for brains. Hee hee, give me cookie. Though I must say, my time in the Crystarium has been rather enjoyable. We even had a chance to make a necklace from the ice crystal we found. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty just because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. Urianger would also be pleased to hear you've had your head in those fusty old tomes. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. Let's go. Oh, I just realized. By the way, fair warning, guys. I have what is known as the stupid, and am not good at. I think it's E. Is it E7? It's E7. I'm dumb. E. I think it's E10 that I suck at. So fair warning ahead of time. I apologize in advance to whoever ends up healing us. Smile. Yes. Yes, Danny, I am. This time, those giant ant things had the good sense to leave us alone on our way here. Seems they've learned their lesson. I don't suppose you fancy talking or taking the helm this time. I guess I do technically know how to drive. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Do you know how to drive? Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. Exactly. Oh, hi, Ash. Well, you were off training. I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic. Hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just wanted to do what I can to contribute more. I know, I'm not the one whose driving skills I'm concerned about. It's Gaia. So you two can sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Okay. Oop, that's not an NPC. Well, Gaia certainly kept that quiet. She's just full of surprises, isn't she? There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know. Let's get going, shall we? Oh, right, it makes me choose. There we go. I like how I actually bother checking stats as if I'm gonna do anything other than eventually put it into the wood chipper known as Mutamix. It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you've been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time, I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded in the empty and miss the festival. Festival? Ah, I suppose this is the first you would have heard of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes. And while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful, having to adapt to a new way of life. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. I'd be happy to help, providing I'm suitably compensated. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything well in hand. No, this one. I'd be happy to help, provided I'm suitably compensated. I doubt we could afford the services of a great hero such as you, but thanks for offering. If everything goes well, all you'd need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. I would like to at least be able to do that. Gosh, I can't wait for them to have that be in the game. How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? What's that? I haven't been listening. Because you've been paying attention while at the wheel, right, Gaia? My, leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I'd realized. Then let one of us take over. Reen, do you know how to drive, or does one of us mean me? No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure. But if you feel like switching places, just say the word. No, how can this be? I mean, it looks okay to me. A little snowy, but I think that explains it. Huh? It looks fine. Light. Does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert, but this might be a result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, it seemed it wasn't enough. Then we're right back to where we started. This is all my fault. Hold on, Chizu, I turned off that one. Hang on, I need to check something in StreamerBot. Because that should be not activated right now. Oh, I forgot to turn off. Whoop. I have a special Buy Me a Cocoa thing right now because of the raising money for Luca. Haha, that wasn't supposed to double post the coffee ad. Okay, fixed. Anyway, no, Veen. You mustn't blame yourself. Ugh. You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. It's been so long since Gaia had one of her headaches that I thought the fairy might have disappeared for good. Do you think it's got something to do with Eden? Maybe. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. I mean, it makes sense. Ah, that's it. We thought we'd restored balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light? If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on. It might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean we'll need to call on your services again, if that's all right with you. Why else would I be here? I thought that's why I was here in the first place. We've come this far together, and we'll see our mission to the end. To Eden's core. To Eden's core! Let's go. I'll say one thing before we start. If this all goes horribly wrong, don't even think about pinning it on me. Not that it will, of course. I said Eden's core, not you. Right, let's get started. But, were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. I mean, I can think of a big one. You mean there isn't one? I can think of a really big one. The Asian's god, Zodiark, may be suitable. Yeah, that one. But we'd need something that Shizune has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. Man, this would be wild to do if you did these raids after finishing Endwalker. Well, that does, well, does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Shizune? I dare say the flood of darkness had a fair bit of darkness. Yeah, that. I dare say the flood of darkness had a fair bit of darkness. Yeah, let's just rip open a gate to the 13th. Problem solved. You mean the catastrophe that swallowed the 13th and turned it into a lifeless void? We might need something on a slightly smaller scale. No, what could possibly go wrong? We open up a gate between the two worlds, let you guys achieve equilibrium. I'm sure nothing could possibly go wrong. The cloud of darkness. I can't begin to imagine how powerful it must have been. I mean, Skathic was technically stronger, but we didn't have to do those raids for MSQ. I'd say we'd found the perfect candidate. Or Diabolos, or like any of the Void Arc enemies. But where to find a suitable place one where darkness is strong? It won't be easy in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. It seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light-aligned ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we like. Or wherever we are. I can read. Combining our powers. Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. I'm not afraid. Just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong. Which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true. But when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious treats at the festival. I want delicious treats. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. It's almost like these raids in general are an FF8 reference, and everybody was convinced that Gaia was supposed to be Adia. I was busy piloting the Sky Slipper, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not to worry. We can talk about that later. Right now, we've got a job to do. I'll draw out the ambient ether. And I'll shift its enlightenment to darkness. Danny, boo. Now, Shizune, focus your thoughts. Memories of the cloud of darkness enshroud your mind. I'm not even a cat girl. See? Fake cat girl. No cat ears. It's just a hoodie. My secret is out. And now I'm hopping into voice chat. So that we can get this party started. Hi, hi.
Hi.
Alright. Why? Oh, you guys are already in a party. Okay, send me party invite, I guess. I was like, why isn't it letting me invite them? Oh.
Telly.
Hello.
Hello.
Send invite.
Invite, please. Well, maybe if you're here in Old Da.
It's almost like you have a friends list, and like if I go to Ulda, I'm still gonna have to come back here for the quest.
No, you'll get teleported.
Waiting on.
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe you, and I don't remember if it teleports me after this or not.
It literally does.
Okay. Can you just use your friends list anyway?
Gotta wait for Ellie.
Ellie!
Oh.
Ellie, send me party invite.
Let me find you first.
Hey, Karen. Hello.
Also, hey Kieran.
Hello.
Just the five of us?
Is Zeb coming? Or is she busy? She's playing
Well,
MTG
she's
Arena
busy.
according to Discord. Hang on.
We have 6 people in the VC.
Oh, Cord, you want to come?
Core?
I just realized you're not in the party.
Disgusting. Yeah.
If
sit
you're
around
here, I don't
the
know where
adventure
you are.
campfire. Directly in front of us.
I just sat down to fire.
Oh, okay. You can make me a lead again and I'll buy it.
But yeah. Since these quests are kind of long, the goal is get at least the first 2 fights done. I know.
Yeah, I got to leave at 10.
Yeah, I know. You've got raid. Also, I can't have the stream go too late because I have to be up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning so that I can take Luca for chemo. So,
Core needs an invite. Your party lead.
oh, I'm party lead. Hang on, then I can just send him party invite because I have him on my friends list.
So who's going as what?
Or that. Okay, now let me make sure I remember minimum. No echo.
Let's just make sure we
Unrestricted.
got our party comp.
Alright,
Yeah.
we're good.
Okay, we're good.
So you're healing Shizu?
Oh wait,
Is that
shit!
right?
I am on the wrong. Hang on, that was supposed to be summoner. There. No, I'm
Like,
not
I'd
healing.
love
You do
to
not
go
want me to heal.
healing jail.
What do you mean?
Wait,
Nothing could go wrong.
You want to clear, right?
Should pick a better class.
No, for the content.
I only look because nobody wants me actually healing except for Zev because she's a Maxicus. I only the main reason why I leveled up Summoner was so I could get healer and DPS or magical DPS at the same time for role quests. Anyway, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
Also,
Was this one?
This is a
Yeah.
fun fight.
Don't remember any of this.
I don't remember any of them either.
Tile face, tile face.
There's really not much to remember.
Yeah, this isn't gonna be
Chaotic.
hard.
This is a first floor ass fight.
I'm drawing out the darkness.
Yeah. It's not that bad. Just
The only thing I really have trauma from this fight is the Savage version because tile face.
because
PvP tiles.
yeah,
Yes, PvP tiles. Exactly. No fight. This is gonna be fun.
This is where they got it for chaotic.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Wait, have you not done these before?
I have, it's just been forever.
Oh, but yeah, this is where the chaotic ads come from.
If you could do a 12-second countdown, please.
Sure.
Rotation.
Okay, was this the first fight I joined you guys doing Savage shit?
Also, don't forget the food. Yes, I think.
Yeah.
Wait, check. Remember to food up. Or not.
Yep.
Have fun.
Reaper was not the best choice.
Just remember,
Well,
have
you
fun.
made that
Be
choice.
yourself.
Was
I'm sure
Machinist
it'll be
any
fine.
better?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, we won't die. It'll be fine.
Now I just have to make sure I remember how to play Summoner. It's been a while. But I
I'm the only
distinctly
one
remember not doing these raids on Bard.
Oh, my Oginami Kiri doesn't exist yet.
Right?
Oh. Left.
It's just a half cleave. No big deal.
Hmm. What are you talking about? She's shown a little bit more than just half the cleavage.
Get out.
True.
Oh, okay, fine. Bye.
Wait, no, come back.
If you didn't say that, I was going to run straight
No,
off the
wait,
edge.
come back.
What
Oh,
would've been
I
funny
thought
is
you were
if you
gonna
said
leave
that
the
to me and
voice
I-
chat. I'm glad I
And
said
had to
something.
lie, Think Buster, and I would have been like, ooh, what if I just pointed this straight at you?
But you know what? That also would have made you Core's problem, not mine. So
Our loss of DPS due to my death is also your problem.
here, Shia, I can heal you.
Yay! Almost wish I had a soundboard with the Genji, I need healing, just so I could spit.
No. What else am I gonna do with my Phoenix ability, right? Other than put it on the tank?
Yeah, fair.
Although maybe I'm just bad enough, I should be putting it on myself. Who knows?
My physicianals.
Wait, what?
Having positionals? What's that like?
It's fun.
It's fun,
Is it though?
unironically.
Okay.
Yeah,
It is fun.
it really is. God, I want to be back in DSR. I have to raid though.
What do we do with this? Break it.
Run away.
Yeah, run away to break it. Pro tip, the closer you are, the less far you have to run. Because it's
Yeah.
based on where you start from.
Man, whenever I go from playing Barge to something else, it always
Go that side.
messes me up for a bit because I'm so used to having to keep up a dot.
Just play Samurai, easy.
No!
What do you mean no? It is easy.
It's
is.
too many buttons.
It is easy game for babies.
I mean, so Summoner.
For the baby child.
The real reason why I ended up playing Summoner on this character is because shortly after I, where are you? Why is it not putting it on you? Is this the thing I have to... No? Why wasn't it working? Anyway, shortly after I started streaming this game, my... like, the gaming device that I use for most of my buttons broke. And fortunately, my friend was nice enough to fix it because I was being very particular about what I wanted to replace it with. The other existing versions are like the Razer, and I think there's a Logitech one. But like those didn't have enough buttons for my liking. Hori didn't make the Final Fantasy XIV one anymore, which is what I use. And so my friend was fixing it for me. Because there was just like a wire snap.
That'd be
Is your 2-minute
relatively
card?
easy enough to fix.
Anyway, the moral of this story is that I realized I had forgotten how to play this game with mouse, like normal mouse and keyboard. So I needed an easy job for babies to play until I could go back to Bard.
If you stand on ads, they move slower.
Or just in front of them
Yeah.
too.
It's if you are in front of them, it slows them down. That is actually a reference to the actual like World of Darkness fight. Yeah.
It's a mechanic no one ever needs to care about in the AR.
Nice
Hey.
phone chaser.
Oh
Ow.
god.
I fucked up.
Right.
Oh. Breast mage
problem.
or the land.
Yep.
But anyway,
Oh god. When they become targetable, there we go.
try doing World of Darkness minimum item level no echo with like 12 to 15 people, and then tell me that
I
it can be
did it.
ignored. I know. You were. I think you
I
were.
was
Weren't you
there.
part of? Yeah, you were part of the group where like I was like, haha, don't forget Cloud or Worms, guys, and
Survival.
everybody was like, Worms.
Bye,
Ow.
Shizu.
I fucked something up. But yeah, everybody was like, there are worms, and then we wiped. It's a very easy mechanic when people actually do it, but we do need people to actually do that mechanic. Okay. Run. Did I get far enough? I hope so.
There, have a little bit of health.
Remember, it's relative to where you start. is
Yeah,
how far
I
you
just
need to
wasn't
run.
sure if I had run
I
far
saw
enough.
someone dash
Bye.
before the tether appeared.
That was me,
I
I'm pretty
just
sure.
revived, and I was trying to like break my tether and also summon my carbuncle at the same time.
My fucking meter.
My parse. I can't believe my parse in this normal version of this fight is ruined.
My god, guys.
Line, undersized.
What kind of people am I running this content with?
Well, which one of these people is an alt raider? Me.
We've got a do you have a legend top? Can I ultimate?
No, but I'm on P6 DSR.
So I can't be like legend BTW every time you like make any kind of oopsie.
No, but you can say mentor, by the way.
Yeah, same.
True.
God, I'm so glad I'm only good at the
Unfortunately.
dog shit game mode in this game. PvP.
That reminds me, I don't remember if I ever actually re-unlocked Mentor on my main. Whoops.
I just have grappling
Nothing
hook.
lost.
Too lazy.
You think reading work email? No, I'm not. It's pointless. I'm not worried about it.
True. I just remembered.
But soon, you will be able to say Heaven's Legend, by the way. Hopefully
Oh,
within the next
yeah.
2 weeks.
Ooh, exciting.
Ooh, exciting. Gets in from the clouds.
Oh, clouds. You guys can do that. Smile.
What clouds?
Yeah, we just
Oh,
gotta
we're
pick
missing
cloud.
one. Hang on. What
We
clouds?
got, I think. Yeah, what cloud?
Yeah.
Cloud.
Yeah, what cloud?
I gotta hit the boss, guys.
It's shocking how forgiving this tile mechanic is normal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I can just like
Yeah,
do
it
this.
means
keep
we
trying to
can't
hug
do
my
anything
friends,
funny.
And they keep not wanting to hug me.
Gods, I remember how awful
Yeah,
it
it's
was in
funny.
Savage.
It is.
I
terrible.
just
Actually,
know-
it's my first Savage.
I just know
Oh, was
that
it?
the joke that they did
just
for the
saying.
Nest video of it was very funny. For anybody who hasn't seen it, they may or may not have made a bunch of jokes about like Super Smash Brothers.
Settle it and smash. I don't feel like moving.
Sam.
Now remember, wait for your tether.
I guess.
Guess
Now
we'll
run.
just meter.
I know, what a pain. Having to build meter.
See,
Uh,
my
I don't need to
trick,
hold anymore.
you
I
know,
can
my
just-
neat pro trick as a veteran player for playing Viper is
what?
play
Not
Viper instead.
playing-
Look, I know they buffed it, but come on, man.
Mechanically, it feels very similar, but I like it better.
Nice fun, bro.
Yep.
You know what's? Hey, Kieran. You know what? It's like not something I advise to for when you're playing Reaper. Whatever you just did there.
Standing in the side cleave, yeah.
Yeah. 0
I mean,
out of
that's just for any
10.
class, really.
Bad strat.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, not bad, guys.
Okay, well, I know the next fight better, and you guys don't.
Cool. So you're gonna carry me, right?
Yeah.
let's talk
Awesome.
about
Are you in what?
I'm
Sorry.
really bad at this next
Why
fight.
would
Shadow Dog.
Oh, dog? Yeah.
This
that's
fight's
fine.
fun.
It's the dog.
Oh, wait! Damn it!
You know, if you just pass on them before trying to leave.
I know full well I wouldn't have time for that. Fuck you. So that was a world flooded by darkness, or what a world flooded by darkness would look like. That all went surprisingly well. Of course, we have Shizune to thank for slaying that ghastly creature. You were fantastic, Gaia. Anyone would think you're an old hand at this. You weren't so bad yourself. We make quite a team, don't we? We certainly do. I don't know about you two, but I'm itching to see whether our hard work has paid off. Let's head back. Yeah. Still nothing? The plants are just as lifeless as they were before. Maybe the light's influence is still too strong? Maybe it has something to do with the giant light warden we've been using this entire time. What in the world? Oh, hey! Happy Pride, everybody! In fleeting hues and endless warmth, a gentle light washed over me. A glimmer of hope once lost. It looks like candy. I want to bite into it. I want to lick it.
Right? It's rock candy.
Whoa.
Taste the rainbow. It's a giant Skittle.
I'm still not
wanna
sure.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure what that enormous crystal actually does, or why it changes color. I'm sure it didn't look like that before. Guy is more than a little vexed that your last outing did not result in greater changes in the empty. Me too. We tipped the scales away from the light. I'm sure of it. But something's wrong. Very wrong. Would it taste more like Skittles or Jolly Ranchers? I think it would taste like pure sugar and food coloring.
So Skittles.
Skittles at least have like an attempt at a fruity flavor.
You cannot tell me this would not be fruity. Come on.
I think it looks like rock candy, and usually rock candy is just literally pure sugar. For 100 long... Oh no, you're going too fast. I wasn't paying attention. I knew it. You've been hiding inside Eden all this time. If anything, if it was going to taste fruity, it'd probably taste like fruit punch. An Asian. I am Mitron, servant of Zodiark. The voice that has whispered to me all my life. Indeed, and thanks to you, I am all but free from my prison of light. Does that mean Eden was used to seal away an Asian? Wait, that is Eden, an Asian transformed into a Sin Eater. Humph, I've heard enough about Asians to know they're nothing but trouble, but I never imagined that one of them was behind all this. I thought that restoring the darkness was my idea, but this was your plan from the very beginning. It was, but all it took was the slightest suggestion. The rest was entirely your own doing. Ah, my freedom is so close. I can almost taste it. Finally, my soul may journey beyond the flesh to which I am yet bound. I knew you would come for me, Gaia. Humph. Don't flatter yourself. You've caused me nothing but pain. If I've helped you, it wasn't intentional. Even now, your memories elude you. Hearken unto me, Gaia, and remember. Is this when we get the flashback, or is that like, nope, okay. In an age past, the world you knew as the 13th was flooded by darkness. Like ripples in water, the repercussions were felt in the other shards, none more so than here on the first. It became perilously imbalanced and susceptible to the influence of light. Were light to consume the first, as darkness did the 13th, it would likewise become a lifeless void, lost to our cause. We could not allow this mistake to be repeated. It was our it was our duty to safeguard this world from the selfsame fate. After a time, Emet-Selch conceived of a plan to trigger a rejoining, utilizing the very light we had labored to keep in check, and tasked us with bringing the plan to fruition. But at the last, we were thwarted by Ardbert and his companions. Though our resolve was strong, theirs was stronger still. And as we fell, so too was the light unleashed. For us, however, death is not the end. Though our bodies may perish, our souls live on, withdrawing but temporarily to the rift. Until you can find a new body to possess. I too would have been reborn, but ere my soul could leave its corporeal form, Ardbert struck me with a blade of purest light, and that light enveloped my body, twisting it beyond recognition. Eden, the first Sin Eater. My soul felt such agony as I had never known, and then I knew no more. In my instinctive state, influenced by Ardvert's fervent desire to banish darkness, I unleashed the light burgeoning within me, and it spread as an all-consuming wave to every corner of the world. The flood of light. So that's how Sin Eaters came to be. All would have been lost had not the one called Minfilia appeared, halting the light's inexorable advance as she saved what little still remained of the world. In the process, she also restored to me a sliver of my consciousness, though I remained trapped in my altered form. Motionless, I was capable only of feeble whispering. Emet-Selch, couldn't he have saved you? Perhaps he could have, if such had been his wish. Far easier, however, to simply find another piece of my fractured soul to replace me. From his perspective, there was no need to intervene and potentially disturb the balance of ether, and so here I remained. So after you failed, he left you here to rot. Some friend he turned out to be. Thus abandoned, I called out for what seemed like an eternity to the only soul who could save me. You, Gaia. All this time, you were calling to me for help? Yes, but you had forgotten me. Forgotten our duty. Though vestiges of your true power remained, you could not wield it at will. Time went by, and eventually change came. Light began to subside, and the dark of night returned. You're welcome? Gradually, my voice grew stronger until I was able to exert my will over you. You wanted me to free your soul from Eden, which is why you had me attack it. Another plan that ended in failure, thanks to Shizune. You're welcome. Indeed. Thankfully, your subsequent attempts to restore this barren land allowed Eden to absorb more and more ether, aligned closer to darkness, gradually eroding the cage of light that holds me. Owing to your most recent efforts, my mind is wholly my own once more, and I am able to project my image beyond those confines. Then all this time we've been helping to free an Ascian? That's a fine tale, but why should I care about any of it? What are you to me? He's your boyfriend. Come with me to Eden's core. There, all shall become clear. Wait! Your horribly, horribly traumatized boyfriend. I have a bad feeling about this, but if we want to restore the land, we need to know what we're dealing with. I've just realized something. If Eden has been absorbing all that rebalanced ether, that must be why we've struggled to restore life to the empty. I suppose we can think about that later, though. More importantly, it seems I've lost control over Eden, most likely because of the Ascian. Urianger specifically warned us about not listening to the fairy's honeyed words, so we'd better think this through before we go rushing in. But rushing in is my specialty. Just call me Magnus. Oh, if only he and Thancred were here now. What are you talking about? I'm sorry, Gaia. I shouldn't be so quick to lose heart. What? No, that's not what I meant. Who are Urianger and Thancred? Uh-oh. Speaking of uh-oh. Ants! No! Wait, I know those people. I'm sure of it. But why can't I remember them? I thought something was strange when I mentioned the festival on board Eden. It was as though you had no recollection of our earlier conversation. This is most likely connected to Metron. Damn it all! What more is that fiend going to take from me? To tell the truth, the thing that frightens me most is that you might forget about us. That won't happen. For every memory I lose, we'll make 2 more together. And if I need to know something, I can just ask you. Why not start by telling me about Urianger and Thancred? To be honest, my nerves are all a jitter, so I need something to help me settle down before we confront Metron. Explain faster. There we go. Urianger is probably the most intelligent person I know. He spends a lot of time reading, but he also says that you can't learn everything from books, and encouraged me to go out and see the world for myself. Also, just as a heads up, during the ads, I'm probably going to go and grab food. Urianger is probably the... Oh, I already read that. I'm dumb. Sounds sensible to me. Much better to experience things firsthand than to read about someone else's. Like those coffee biscuits. No book could ever describe how good they taste. Is there anything else you can tell me about him today? Okay, I will be right back. Be good, guys. All right, and welcome back from ads, everybody. Let's continue. Is there anything else you can tell me about him, Shizune? He can walk on water until he can't. I'm gonna go with that one. That's funny. He can walk on water until he can't.
That's also what I chose.
So he walks on water instead of swimming? That would certainly save you from getting wet. I should have asked him to teach me how. Emphasis on until he can't, Gaia. Well, it's something he never quite mastered himself, and he often ended up getting wet anyway. In fact, the whole thing is probably more trouble than it's worth. As for Thancred, he's the one who freed me from Yulmore. At first, I thought of him as my knight in shining armor, but really, he was much more than that. We traveled all over Norvrant, and he helped me become the person I am today. He even gave me my name. His gift for song won the heart of many a fair lady, or so he claims. I'm not making him look good. I think I picked the ones that would make them look good on my main. I'm not doing that this time. Singing? That doesn't sound like the Thancred I know. Hee hee. It seems he was has a way with words. That must be how he was able to choose such a pretty name for you. What a positive way to spin that. When what I'm actually saying is that he is a massive womanizer. Actually, while we're on the subject, that gunblade over there belonged to Thancred. As far as mementos go, it's a bit on the cumbersome side, but it reminds me of our adventures together. Even though there's little chance I'll ever see him again, it still feels like he's here with me. Keeping your memories close. You know what? I should keep a diary. Even if I forget everything, at least I will have something to look back on. That's a brilliant idea. Since we're going to be making lots of new memories together, maybe I could write it in it too. As long as you improve your handwriting before you go scrawling all over it. I'd like your entries to be vaguely legible if you don't mind. Of course, your ladyship. No, just make it a scrapbook and then let Gaia let Reen put the stickers in. But before that, we've got an Ascian to deal with. Let's get this over with. Yeah, let's go and get this over with. It'll probably only take, one fight. What could possibly go wrong, right, guys?
One shot, it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
We go, we punch him like we do with all of our problems. Easy peasy. When I think back on the days I spent with everyone, it's always the tiny, frivolous details that spring to mind. The smiles, the little gestures. It's not as though I made a conscious effort to remember them, but they stuck with me all the same. I suppose that's what memories are, a collection of all those seemingly insignificant moments. While they may not have made a huge difference in the grand scheme of things, they mean the world to me. It was good to hear about our friends, but I still have no recollection of them whatsoever. It's just like all those things Mitron was saying. How can I even tell if they're true or not if I don't remember? There's no point dwelling on it, though. Nothing for it but to press on. Let's go. We came as you asked, so start talking. Why settle for mere words when I offer something far greater? Edel will now afford you a glimpse of the past. More than a glimpse, in fact. It will be as real as any of the foes you yourselves have conjured forth. Conjured forth? Wait, You don't mean to perform a summoning, do you? I do. I shall recreate the battle of 100 years past, which pitted Ardbert and his fellow warriors of light against their nemesis, the Shadowkeeper. Ooh, do I want to reference Silva, or do I want to call out Emmett Selk? What do I do, guys? Do I
Am I the only
choose?
one still here?
How well? People might be deafened because I was reading, but
I mean, reference to Emmett Silk is always a good idea.
yeah, but the one to Silva would be one I can only have because I did the role quests.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
kind of a
special.
special reference.
Let's do the special. Their nemesis. You mean Silva? That you should know that name, the true identity of the Shadowkeeper, emissary of chaos. And what do you hope to achieve with this history lesson of yours? You shall see. You shall remember. Now, your very soul will revisit that fateful day 100 years ago. Oh, did we lose somebody?
Me and Kieran have to go.
Okay, fair. Oh, you meant 10 Eastern. Got it. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
I did say an hour and a half.
I know, I'm just also stupid.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Good
Okay,
luck.
bye. Thanks for
Thank
joining.
you.
Gaia, you can't trust Metron. If you do, you'll end up being manipulated again. Reen. You're right. My days of being controlled by this demon are over. I have a new life now, and I won't let anyone take that away from me. My will is my own. You have no hold over me. Yeah. This is all you're doing, accursed minions of light. I should be the one at her side, not you or anyone else. I will take her beyond the reach of your poisonous influence and keep her safe. He's traumatized. And a little bit whipped. If certain dialogue in a certain zone from a certain expansion is any indication. What have you done with Gaia? Nothing yet. But soon I will restore her to her true self. And you will help me to do so by conquering the adversary I present before you. Okay. Also, Luca, honey, I love you and I know you have cancer. That doesn't mean you get to steal my chicken.
That is exactly what that means.
No. Reen! Hi, Luca. You're a baby, but you're not that big of a baby. I knew it was risky trusting in Ascian, but we played right into Metron's hands. We'll take whatever it takes, or we'll do whatever it takes to save Gaia. No. Luca. Agreed. There's no telling what kind of danger she's in. But wherever she is, I know she's giving it her all. Even though we're apart, we'll fight as one. Together, we'll bring an end to Metron's wicked schemes. It looks like Metron's grip on Eden is loosening somewhat, perhaps to allow me to send you to the battlefield. Hang on, let me encourage a boy to... There we go. Once you get there, don't let your guard down. While this may be a reenactment of a moment in history, the threat you face is very real. Whatever happens, you must make it through this. Guy is counting on us. Luca. My boy. Eden's promise is unlocked.
Let's go.
Yep. How much do we hate ourselves?
I'm down to try.
With 4 people?
I am. I don't know about everybody else. See, all we have to do is just not die. It'll be fine.
This is a really bad idea, but I'll do it. I mean, when's that ever stopped me before?
I mean, I've had people be like, you're crazy, this seems fun, when they find out we're doing alliance raids with 15 people. I wish I knew more about this
Just give us
Shadow
a slightly better chance. I'll go warrior.
Okay. I wish I knew more about this Shadowkeeper. Then at least we'd be a little better prepared. All I can say is, please be careful.
I can't remember if there are stack markers in this fight. We'll find out.
Oh.
I don't either. I don't even
think
remember
there
how the thing
might
goes.
be.
I think there are tower markers, but that's going to be a 4-man body check. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't recall anything that'd be a hard 8-man check or anything like that, so...
Hang on. Let me... Luca, sweetie, I love you, but your foot is... You're on my computer, and your foot is dangerously close to the power button.
You see, I think what you need to do is you need to get like one of those, you know, in the movies they have like the glass cover over the big red button.
might
You just gotta have
have
one
to.
of those over your power.
You're joking, but this hat, man. Okay. Well, YOLO.
Man.
Yellow.
What could possibly go wrong? This is like my least favorite fight in this entire tier.
Yep. YOLO, because if things obviously go bad, I'm not rezzing anyone.
Wait, no. Luca, no. Hang on.
We have 3 people capable of rezzing, by the way.
I'm the only one who can't res because I'm a tank.
Yeah.
Definitely food.
No, don't worry. In 9.0, they'll give Warrior a res too.
Yeah.
Honestly, they
Self-res.
should.
They'll give
like-
Warrior a res that works on himself.
What does it have to do
Yeah, I
with
mean, Warrior's
self-res.